Good day everyone! So for today, we are here to give you some information and knowledge about law. Are you ready? Let's start! So first, what is political law? According to Atty. Larry D. Gacayan, it is a branch of public law which deals with the organizations and operations of the governmental organs of the states and define the relations of the state and the inhabitants of its territory. Another definition of political law according to Wikipedia. Political law or political activity law is an established legal practice area encompassing the intersection of policies and law. It comprises election law, voting right law, campaign finance law, law governing lobbying and lobbyists, open government law, legislative executive branch ethic codes, legislative and administrative procedure, constitutional law, and legislative and regulatory drafting. Pay-to-play restriction is an example of political law.
What is Philippine Constitution? But before that, let me first explain what is a constitution. According to Cooley, Constitution is a body of rules and maxims in accordance with which the powers of sovereignty are habitually exercised. And according to the Constitutional Commission of 1986 at Wikipedia, the Constitution of the Philippines in Filipino Saligang Batas ng Pilipinas or Konstitusyon ng Pilipinas is the Constitution or the supreme law of the Republic of the Philippines. Its final draft was completed by the Constitutional Commission on October 12, 1986 and was ratified by the nationwide plebicite on February 2, 1987.
Next is the Article 1 of 1987 Constitution, or also known as the National Territory. According to Wikipedia, the National Territory comprises the Philippine archipelago, with all the islands and water embraced therein, and all other territories over which the Philippine has sovereignty or jurisdiction, consisting its terrestrial, fluvial, or aerial domains including its terrestrial sea, the seabed, the subsoil, the insular shelves, and all other submarine areas. The waters around, between, and connecting the island of the archipelago, regardless of its breadth or dimension, form parts of the internal water of the Philippines.
Our government have system revolves around three separate, sovereign, yet interdependent branches. These are the legislative branch, the lawmaking body, the executive branch, the enforcing body, and the judicial branch, the law interpreting body. According to gov.ph, the executive branch is composed of the president and the vice president who are elected by direct popular vote to serve a term of 6 years. The executive branch carries out and enforces law. It includes the president, the vice president, the cabinet, executive departments, independent agencies, board, commission, and committee.
According to gov.ph, the legislative branch is authorized to make laws, alter, and repeal them through the power vested in the Philippine Congress. This institution is divided into the Senate and the House of the Representatives. This legislative branch enacts legislations, confirms or rejects presidential appointments, and has the ability to declare war. This branch includes Congress, such as the Senate and the House of the Representatives, and several agencies that provide support service to the Congress.
The judicial branch holds the power to settle the controversies involving the rights that are legally demandable and enforceable. This branch will determine whether or not there has been a grave abuse of discretion amounting to lack or excess of jurisdiction on the part and instrumentality of the government. This is made up of a Supreme Court or lower courts. The judicial branch interprets the meaning of the law, applies the law to individual cases, and decide if the law violated the Constitution. The judicial power shall be vested in one Supreme Court and in such lower courts as may be established by the law. Now we will give you some of the examples of the major departments related to tourism according to Wikipedia. First is the DOT, or also known as the Department of Tourism. Second is the PCSSD, or also known as the Philippine Commission on Sports Scuba Diving. And third is the IA, or also known as the Intramuros Administration.
National Park Development Committee or NPDC, Tourism Infrastructure and Enterprise Zone Authority or TIEZA, Duty Free Philippine Corporation.
Ngayong Pilipino, DPWH or Department of Public Works and Highways, DNR or Department of Environment and Natural Resources.
And lastly, here are some of the examples of administrative offices that are related to tourism. First is the Office of Tourism Information. Second is the Office of Tourism Standards.
Office of Tourism Development Planning, Office of Product Development, Office of Tourism Coordination.
Bureau of Domestic Tourism Promotion and Information, and lastly, Bureau of International Tourism Promotion. And that's all for this video. We hope you've learned something from us. Stay safe, everyone!
We are the students from the Department of Tourism and Hospitality Management.
Choose tourism.
Choose you in Manila.